What's good, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. And those of you who are new, my name is James, and I lost 220 pounds naturally. And the first thing that I say to anyone who's trying to lose weight is you need to be in a calorie deficit. And in this video, I just wanted to explain what a calorie deficit is and the pros and cons and what you should watch out for while being in a calorie deficit. Let's get into it. Now, what brought this episode to my mind was a couple weeks ago, I posted a YouTube short about being in a calorie deficit, and I got a comment from Short Stuff Snake Girl 7382, and it read, "This is a good way to end up in a mental hospital for starving yourself. You should not be in a calorie deficit. You should be getting the amount of calories you're supposed to have constantly. Being in a calorie deficit will only make you gain weight. Your body will think you're starving. Every bite you eat will be saved as fat." So I just wanted to start out with what you should not do while being in a calorie deficit, and that's obviously not eating enough. So in the beginning of my weight loss journey, I think my calorie limit was like 3,000 and something, and I was like, I want to lose weight faster, so I'm going to eat only 1,500 calories. And I did that for like a week, and I was miserable and I was starving. I felt weak. I was feeling like a little tingling in the back of my neck because I was actually starving. So you want to make sure that you're eating your calorie deficit because you don't want to feel that starving feeling, and you want to be able to maintain your lifestyle. You don't want it to just be a short little fix that will happen just like that. You want it to last a lifelong. A rule of thumb is do something that you can do in a day that you could see yourself doing for a year, 2 years, and for your life. Now, next is how you can figure out what your calorie deficit is. There's a lot of free information online that you can look up. One is a calorie calculator. It's just you Google calorie calculator and it tells you enter in your stats and it comes up. My personal favorite though is the MyFitnessPal app. I just enter in all my stats. It tells me my recommended calories that I can eat per day, and that has helped me immensely. And what's cool about the MyFitnessPal app too is it tells you plug in what you ate. Let's say you went to McDonald's, you had a burger, you put that in and it'll tell you it's 450. You can tell I went to McDonald's and had a burger before. And then you enter it in and it tells you 450 and it deducts it from your daily calorie allowance. So it's just an easy way to keep track of what you're actually eating. And so apps like that are huge advantage to weight loss. Now, I just want to talk about the importance of a calorie deficit and why I bring it up so often. It's practically the only way you can actually factually lose weight naturally, because how you lose weight is burning more calories than you're eating. So that means you have to be in a calorie deficit. So in the beginning, it was difficult for me because I didn't have willpower to stay in my proper calorie deficit. And it does teach you slowly but surely how to eat like a normal person. And then what's good is you will start thinking, well, what more can I eat so I can eat more but still be in a calorie deficit? So you start eating better. You start eating whole foods like grilled chicken, vegetables. You start eating cleaner naturally because you don't want to waste all your calories on like a piece of fried chicken when you can have like 4 pieces of grilled chicken for the price of that one piece of fried chicken. So that's just the importance of a calorie deficit in the first place. And some bonus tips that I would give you for if you're beginning your weight loss journey. I know it's the beginning of the year, so everyone's first beginning to hop on the train, is you will feel tempted. It's just naturally, especially if you have hundreds of pounds to weight like I lost, you will feel tempted to want to eat, but it's important to practice discipline and to know that in a little bit, in a month, you're going to see life-changing results, and that will motivate you to keep going to your new life, your new body, your new era of your whole situation, and you'll be proud of yourself for it. And it does get easier. Trust me. I was like, I can't do this. It does get easier. And if you put in your stats and it says that you can eat so many calories and you just feel like you're still hungry, maybe start out going 200 calories over your allotted calorie deficit, and then slowly work your way down, because even going 200 above your calorie deficit is probably still way less than you were eating previously. For me, I was eating like 10,000 calories a day, so even cutting that in half was important. Or you can cut out small things. You can start out by cutting out small things. For me, I was drinking like a gallon of apple juice a day, so I cut out juices and sugary drinks and switched to water. Just doing simple changes like that will help get you ready for when you want to commit to that calorie deficit. And to touch on what the comment said a little bit more about you can end up in a mental hospital, that's very real, because for me personally, when I was 440 pounds, I had to figure out what my relationship with food was and my fear of food, and figure out why I was eating so much to get to where I was. So the whole mental aspect of it is very true, but you can't blame being in a calorie deficit for that, because that's the only way to actually lose weight. That is the result that you will have to do in order to lose weight naturally. But I definitely agree with the aspect of making sure you're doing the mental health work while dieting. And I always focus on that on this channel, because it's a very important part and probably the main reason why you are so grossly overweight. Thank you for tuning in to another video. If you enjoyed it, you will probably enjoy this video where I say my entire weight loss journey. And if you're a music lover, me and my cousin have a show where we talk about what's trending in the music world. Click that video or go to the DJ's Take playlist. See you next time.